today we're going to practice doing simple stains, negative stains, and gram stains. My name is Aya Sanchez. I'm the lab manager for the East Carolina University Microbiology Labs, and I will go through those 3 stains with you today. So what you want to do is always practice aseptic technique, clean down your bench area, and get your materials ready. Wear the gloves because these reagents are carcinogenic. You will be giving a staining kit. You will be sharing with your lab partner your staining kit. That's why there's 2 clothespins, but 1 timer. Y'all can try and keep on the same time, but the timer is for the amount of time that each stain is going to require. And then I'll go over how each stain should look like in a different video. But pretty much we'll start off preparing a smear. So what you want to do for your gram stain and your simple stain is prepare a smear. So you're going to want to turn on your Bunsen burner. Low on gas. Not working. Okay, there it goes. Okay. So this is a great example right here. Maybe you can see it. Okay. So what I want you to see is the 2 different flames right here. So you can see this outer flame and then this inner flame right here. Your hottest point of the flame is going to be at the very top of that inner flame. So that very tip right there that you see right here, that's the hottest point of a flame. So that's where you always want to try and sterilize your tools. So go ahead, sterilize your inoculating loop, let it cool down. You don't want it to get contaminated after you've already sterilized it. You're going to vortex your culture sample. Either you shake it up with your hand or you put in your inoculating loop, you put it all the way to the bottom and spin it just to make sure you're mixing up your culture and you're getting up both of those possible bacteria. So you get it. You're going to see a little bit of culture in your loop. And then what you want to do as a smear is, your lab manual says to put in a circle, label it, and do all that. All you're going to do is put your smear and then there, just smear it all around. Smear it. Let it smear. And if you feel like you didn't get enough, go ahead and repeat the step. Sterilize. Get your culture, and you can just smear it right on top of each other again. So just go ahead and smear it. And you're going to prepare 2 cultures. So the way this lab works is that everybody's going to prepare a gram stain. So everybody gets their own slide for their gram stain. And this is done with a mixed broth culture of E. coli and Staph aureus. So your E. coli is going to show up as pink rods, or gram-negative bacilli, and then your Staphylococcus species, your Staph aureus, is going to show up as purple circles, gram-positive cocci. So you're going to be looking for those 2 things in your gram stain, and that is the exact same thing you're going to be looking for in your practical. So your simple stain and your negative stain is going to only include 1 type of microorganism in there, so you should only see 1 type of cell morphology on that slide. So go ahead and prepare your gram stain, smear, make sure that you're not using the same culture for these stains. So 1 is going to be for your gram stain, 1 is going to be for your simple stain. And the simple stain, half of the students are going to do a simple stain, half of the students are going to be doing a negative stain, but everybody's going to get a chance to look at both simple and negative stains. So your lab partner is probably going to do a simple stain, and you yourself might do a negative stain, or vice versa. So just keep that in mind. So for those doing a simple stain, go ahead and set your simple stain to the side and let it dry. Anybody that's doing a smear, so everybody should be doing a gram stain, go ahead and put your smear to the side to dry. It has to be completely dry, because if that smear is not dry, If that smear is not dry, then once you do a heat fix, it's going to boil that bacteria alive. So what you want to do is go ahead and keep that smear and let it dry completely. So for your negative stain, you're going to use 2 slides. You're going to use your pipette with the smallest amount, so all you need is 10 microliters. Go ahead, set your pipette to 10 microliters. Get your pipette tip and collect your 10 microliters, and what you want to do is put it at the edge of that slide. Once you put it at the edge of that slide, what you're going to do is get your Negrosin, and all you need is a little bit. So do not discard that tip just yet. Add a little drop of Negrosin. I discarded the tip. So let me just get another one. And go ahead and just mix. Go up and down. Make sure you push out all the sample and Negrosin. And then after that, what you're going to do is you're going to get your other slide, have it at an angle, push a little bit forward, and then smear it all across. Kind of like that. So again, all you're going to do is wherever your tip or your drop of sample and Negrosin is at, you're going to kind of get it and then just drag it all across. And then just set that aside. That's your negative stain. Okay. So once your simple stain, your simple smear has dried off, what you're going to do is get it with a paper, a clothespin, and with the Bunsen burner. This is how you heat fix it. It's just a quick back and forth motion. 1, 2, 3. Just to really get that bacteria to stick to the slide. And you don't want to overdo it because, again, you can boil it and change the morphology of the cells without intending. And those doing a gram stain, so everybody should do the same thing with their gram stain. Just kind of go back and forth like that. So, for your simple stain, all you want to do is grab your methylene blue. And flood that smear with your methylene blue. Put your timer for 60 seconds, and then just leave it as is. After those 60 seconds, all you want to do is grab your DI water and rinse it off. After that, you're going to get your bibulous paper and set it in there to dry. Pat it softly. You don't want to do too much pressure because then it's going to break. So just pat it softly. If you feel like it's not dry enough, set it to the side. That's all you need to do. And that's what a simple stain process is going to look like. Now for your gram stain, it's a little bit more in depth. I will say you're going to need 4 separate chemicals. Let me go get one that we need. Okay. So this is the order you're going to be using them. Your crystal violet, your grams iodine, your acid alcohol, and your safranin. So once you've heat fixed your smear, you're going to flood your slide, and when I mean flood, I'll show you what I mean, all over your smear. So add as much as you need to cover that smear, so it should look like a little pool of reagent on there. You're going to wait 60 seconds and rinse that off. Kind of hold it to an angle and rinse it off. Let me get more water. Same thing, grams iodine, go ahead, get it, flood it, wait your 60 seconds, and then you rinse it off. Acid alcohol is this part where students tend to make the most mistakes. So what you want to do is grab your acid alcohol. I will say hold it at an angle, keep your water close by, hold your slide at an angle, and then just go back and forth really quickly for at least 10-15 seconds, or until you see all that purple kind of come off. But really quickly, get your water and start washing it off. That acid alcohol step is decolorizing. Students either under decolorize or over decolorize, either or. This is the most tedious step that you want to be sure you're doing correctly. So it's okay if you mess up. They're going to have a chance to practice, but just know that this step, a lot of students tend to mess up. So if all your cells are purple, you under decolorized. If all your cells are pink or colorless, you over decolorized. So the last step, same thing. You just want to flood with safranin, 60 seconds, rinse it off. Same thing as the simple stain. Put it in your bibulous paper, softly pat it dry, and then set it to the side to dry a little bit more. Clean up your area with the reagents. Make sure you put everything back to where it belongs. And then that's it. The staining waste will go in the biohazard jug in the back. Your slides will either be saved for a future lab time if you can't see it. Your TA will have a purple slide box that you can place it in. Or if you do view it in the day, then go ahead, you can discard it. So go ahead and practice. So what you're going to be seeing, or what you want to see on your gram stain, is going to be both purple circles and pink rods. So just keep that in mind whenever it comes to doing your stains, and I will be showing images in another video. So if you have any questions, please reach out, and just know that you do have the opportunity to practice.